YouTubers, what's going on? Pipe Leisure here. Got the old clay out today. One of my favorite pipes. I love me this clay. Nice little close up of the bowl there. Very, very nice. This is the 16-inch Williamsburg Pottery clay pipes. Kind of see the stem hole. This one's pretty close to being in the center. I've seen some that are pretty bad, but this one's not too bad. And the drawer on this pipe is not that bad, to be honest with you. It's not that bad. It's a little tight. I just blew dawdle all over my MacBook. That's great. It's not too bad. It's a little tight, but I guess the only complaint I really have with this clay is the size of the bowl. You can see it's very, very small. I mean, I can't even. That's my pinky. Can't even get my ring finger all the way to the bottom. That's about the diameter of my ring finger, but I mean, you can't really go by that because everybody's fingers are different size, but that's a pinky right there. Almost up to the knuckle. A little smallish. It's good for a short little smoke. But I tell you one thing. This pipe is, it smokes English outstandingly. Another nice benefit from clay is not much ghosting, I notice, with clay. Kind of like meerschaum. You really don't get much ghosting. I only smoke English out of this anyway, so I haven't really tested that. But from what I've noticed and from what I've read, I did have another clay, a smaller one, that I used to smoke English and aromatics out of, and I never really noticed much ghosting. This one I've only smoked English with, so I don't know. But I would imagine it'd probably be about the same. But I was going to smoke this for you guys at the start of the video, but I wanted to show you the size of the bowl first. But I'll pack it up real quick. I'm going to go with some Christmas cheer, just to stay with the as close to the 18th century as I can. I figured in the 18th century they're probably smoking strictly Virginias. I would think mostly Virginias. So I went with a Christmas cheer on this. So I'll pack this up real quick. I got some. I got the iTunes on today. I got classical playing for on the iTunes today. Like I said, I kind of wanted to stay this. I wanted to kind of keep the theme kind of on the older side, you know, 19th century, 18th century. Why not play some classical? But this pipe is great. Got filled up nice. I don't spill it all over my computer. And to stay with tradition, I'll use some 860s. These clay pipes are great, but I mean, the Tavern pipes are a little long, so they are kind of hard to work with a little bit. I find they're kind of a little bit of a pain. But it's well worth it. Such a nice, cool, dry smoke. is actually my second Tavern pipe. I had one before, but I broke it. I actually broke it just trying to flick some of the. I had some tobacco in the bowl, and when I was done with it, I was trying to flick it out, and I was holding it kind of like in the middle over here, and it doesn't take much, and she snapped. That was a bad afternoon. No really need for any break-in on these pipes either. No need to try to build any kind of cakes or anything like that. No need for that with clay. This bowl is small enough already. I wouldn't want any cake. I could open the door real quick. Real cold out here in Massachusetts today. It's like 25 degrees. But we have some really heavy, gusty winds today. 50-mile-an-hour gust. I tell you, the cold goes right through you. Such a nice, cool smoke. Now these Tavern pipes, in the 18th century, you walk into almost any tavern, and you probably see several of these hanging on the wall. And the idea of it is this was kind of like a community pipe. You'd walk in and grab yourself a pipe, and what you do is you just everybody would just snap off a little bit at the end. That way you would have a fresh bit at the end there. So as far as sanitary purposes, you know. And they just keep snapping and snapping and snapping and snapping until it got too small, and they just chuck it out. These were really cheap to make. So that was the whole idea with the Tavern pipes.
I will walk away from this fight if I just surrender, beg forgiveness from a thing that took my woman from me. No.
I picked this one up off of eBay, actually. Probably your best bet. They range anywhere from about $25 to $30. You might even be able to get one cheaper than that if you shop around. The first one I had, the one I broke, my parents bought it for me, the one I broke. It's actually still, it's out in the woods back there. I got so mad that day I whipped it into the woods. I had a little temper tantrum. Another thing to be cautious with these clays is they heat up. I mean, you can hold it. You can hold it by the bowl a little bit, but it starts getting warm because that clay absorbs the heat very, very quickly. So I kind of just hold it, kind of like right in the middle. You can actually, what I do is I usually hold it like this and rest my arm right in my side like this, sitting in a chair, and it's perfect. Usually I have a libation with this. No libation today though, right now. This Christmas cheer is great. This one's 2002. Almost a perfect tobacco to go with this clay pipe. And these will darken up as you smoke them. they will get darker. This one's already getting a little darker already on me. My last one was getting, I had really nice color on my last one. I think a lot of it comes from your hands too, just the oils in your hands and whatnot. But you will get, the bowl will start getting darker. Clay is a nice natural filter, just kind of almost like meerschaum. But the smoke is just so cool. A nice cool dry smoke. I never really cleaned these very well either. The last one I had, I smoked it for a while and I never even ran a pipe cleaner down it, ever. And I never had any problems. I do have a few church warden pipe cleaners in the garage, in the shop. I don't even know if they would, I'm not even sure if it would fit in that hole very well though. It's a pretty small hole. What they do is when they mold these, they mold the stem around a metal wire. They coat the metal wire with like vegetable oil, and they mold the clay right around that wire. And then right before they fire them, they pull that. I think it's before they fire them, or it might be after. I'm not sure. They just pull that wire out, and you end up with a nice little draft hole. You could probably make your own clay pipe if you had the right tools. I don't think it'd be too difficult. You can't really clinch these. This is one pipe not for clinching, that's for sure. So whenever you light, you gotta kind of put it down. It's a little bit of a pain, it's a little bit of work. But I think it's well worth it. And let's just face it, it's pretty badass looking too. I spent many a night out on the back deck smoking this in the summer. I'm going to try running my pipe cleaner through this just for shits and giggles later on. My pipe cleaners, my church warden pipe cleaners aren't this long though. So I might only be able to get to like, I think they're about that long. So I might be able to get it a little bit from this side, and then I'll run it from this side if I can. I never really tried it, but I'm going to give it a shot. Because I would assume you'd want to keep this somewhat clean inside there, that draft hole. Might try that later on. I almost feel like I belong in the 1900s. The 19th century. Great pipes. You guys, I highly recommend. Get yourself this is 16 inches. These are the 16-inch ones, but you can get shorter ones also. So if you guys ever come across one of these on eBay or anywhere in your crossings, pick one up for the price, for the money. They said, I don't think you need to pay more than $30 for one of these. I've seen them around 25 average. I've seen some people trying to sell them for $100, believe it or not, on eBay. Trying to rip people off. Don't spend that much. So yeah, grab yourself a Tavern pipe. Get yourself a nice Virginia tobacco. And bring yourself back in time for a little bit. Put on some classical music. Alright guys, I won't bore you any longer. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to finish this. Enjoy this classical music. I'm going to try to stay nice and warm. Because it's cold. Getting cold here in Massachusetts, finally. Winter's finally here. When you guys do get yourself a tavern, smoke some Christmas, do yourself a favor and smoke some Christmas cheer in it. You will not be sorry. It's about the perfect combination. So until next time, guys. Cheers. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.